Hi everyone. Today I thought I'd chat to you about what I consider the most underrated part of the Thermomix package, and that is the Basic Cookbook. This is an absolute Bible as far as I'm concerned, and it really does give you heaps of inspiration for recipes, but it gives you so much more than that as well. At this particular time of the crisis in the supermarkets and things, I thought that I would just encourage you to have a look at the index at the back of the book and have a look and see the sorts of things that you can make in your Thermomix to put into your pantry and your fridge as far as staples are concerned. So things like bread, butter, jams and chutneys and spreads, ice cream, pastries, dips, juices, biscuits and cakes, yogurts, powders like baking powder and spice mixes, all those sorts of things you can get information for and recipes for in your basic cookbook. The other part of the book that I really enjoy is the very beginning. So whenever I deliver a Thermomix to anybody, I always encourage people to read the first chapter, and it welcomes you to Thermiland. And it's going to guide you on your journey with Thermomix. Then the most favourite part that I love about this book is the fact that it gives you masterclasses. So last night I referred to this little masterclass on making yogurt, and it gave me hints and tips on successfully creating yogurt in my Thermomix. Then I also love the masterclass on making pastry. Before I got a Thermomix, I was terrified of making pastry. So if you're in that category, perhaps you would like to start making your own pastry, popping it in your freezer and having it there for when you need it, rather than being disappointed when you go to the supermarket and find that it's not there. Let's have a look at another masterclass. We've got, let's have a look, sauces. I've been spending a lot of time over the last couple of days stocking my pantry with tomato sauce, chili sauce, mint sauce, curry pastes, all those sorts of things. And here's a masterclass in your book to give you encouragement and confidence in making those things for your pantry. Did you realise that at the back of the book there's also a resources section? And in this section, it's going to help you to create food manually, so that if you're not necessarily following a recipe, you can get guidance from this part of the book regarding chopping functions. For instance, how long do I need to chop a carrot for so that I don't get carrot paste? I actually end up with chopped carrot. Things like that. We also have grating, the grating functions, how long it takes to grate finely grate chocolate, or how to grate cheese. So that's another thing, you know, you want to be grating your own cheese and popping it in the freezer. It freezes really well, and you're going to have that basic fridge staple at hand all the time. Mincing meat. Now this is another one that I love. I mince meat all the time in my Thermomix, but now I'm especially wanting the confidence that I'm going to be able to have minced meat at my beck and call whenever I want. So, you know, a good 500 grams of rump steak can be minced in about 8 to 10 seconds in the Thermomix and frozen in your freezer to have it at hand. Grinding and milling. So this is where it comes into guiding you on how long it takes to make things like nut meals, your sugars, your white sugar, your caster sugar, brown sugar, all those sugars that you can actually grind and mill yourself. And then for those of you who haven't got a lot of confidence in steaming, you've got your steaming functions at the back as well, and the times that steaming takes. So I've always encouraged my customers to utilize the basic cookbook as much as they possibly can. But right now, at this particular time of crisis, I'm really encouraging you to look in this book for inspiration beyond just making dinners and meals in your Thermomix. Use this, it's going to help guide you to create beautiful pantry and food staples so that you can feel confident that you have the ingredients that you need at hand in your home over the next months.